It can be scary to travel alone for the first time. Many thoughts may be going through your head when you travel alone, such as where to go, how to get there, if it's safe and easy to navigate, and whether you'll feel lonely. Like any new experience, traveling alone can cause anxiety about venturing outside of your comfort zone and into the unknown. However, as they say, genuine growth and adventure occur when you step outside of your comfort zone. You can prepare for your big trip by watching through our best advice on traveling alone for the first time. You can begin actively preparing yourself for your first solo adventure once you get over your fear of the unknown. Making advanced plans and picking the brains of seasoned travelers will help you become more self-assured, calm down, get motivated for your first solo trip, and feel ready to go out on your own. You can succeed at this. Let's start with the 10 tips for first-time solo travelers. Pick a place that's conducive to travel alone. Selecting a place that is easy to explore on your own and is suitable for solo travelers is one of the best advices when going solo for the first time. Traveling alone can be considerably simpler in some nations than in others. Think of places where the tourism industry is flourishing. This usually indicates that the nation is prepared to receive visitors. Using public transit to move about will be simple for you, so you can avoid getting lost. Since English is spoken frequently in many of these locations, you can still communicate informally even if you don't know the language. Well-known tourist destinations typically have lots of other tourists, tours, and hostels, all of which are essential for making new friends. Take into account the regional tongue. Are you able to speak any other languages? If so, you may find it interesting to travel to a place where you can use those language abilities. However, if you're traveling alone for the first time and English is your first language, it's a good idea to stay to a destination where English is frequently spoken. Consider traveling to well-known English-speaking countries like Australia, New Zealand, Scotland, Ireland, and England if you wish to completely avoid encountering a language barrier. However, bear in mind that even in nations where it is not the mother tongue, English is widely spoken, and this is especially true in large cities. When in doubt, use an app like Duolingo to brush up on the language so you have the bare minimum to get by. Make a plan in advance. Plan your travels after you have a destination in mind. Never stop trying. Get a decent bargain on travel by looking at flights and comparing flight costs. If this is your first time traveling abroad on your own, be aware that preparation is more than just getting from place A to place B. Along with getting your travel paperwork ready, you'll also need to get through airport security and figure out how to get to your lodging after you land. Ideally, you should arrange to arrive at your destination prior to dusk and be well-versed in the local transit system. Create a fallback strategy. The truth is that plans don't always work out when you travel. Flights frequently experience delays or cancellations, and public transportation frequently operates behind time. When it comes to travel arrangements, only the gullible think they can foresee everything. As soon as you have a plan, put it in writing and carry it with you. After confirming that you have all of your travel and lodging details, create a backup plan. If a taxi is not an option, is there public transportation? Do you bring a toothbrush and an additional pair of clean underwear in case your flight is delayed? Remember to maintain your composure. You can handle this. Ensure that your passport is valid. You will want a passport if this is your first time traveling abroad on your own or if you have never taken a plane abroad. It's crucial to make early plans in order to ensure that you get your travel documents in time for your flight, as passport processing can take up to 6 weeks. Verify the expiration date on any passport you currently possess. You must have a passport that is valid for at least 6 months after your journey finishes in order to enter most foreign countries. Make sure you fulfill all the prerequisites in order to avoid any delays when it comes time to drive. Get your visa. What does your destination require in terms of a visa? The procedures for obtaining a visa differ between nations and are also based on your nationality. Certain nations don't need a visa, others let you obtain one upon arrival. Still others demand that you apply for a visa in advance and endure a protracted application process. Make sure you have a valid visa for the entire length of your trip by doing your homework, and apply ahead of time to avoid any issues with immigration when you board the plane. Invest in trip insurance. It's crucial to realize that your home country's insurance does not cover you abroad if this is your first time going abroad on your own. You should have travel insurance in place in case you are harmed, ill, need to be hospitalized, or suffer loss or theft while traveling. While it's ideal that you won't get hurt or robbed when traveling alone, it's wise to prepare for the worst-case scenario just in case, just to calm your mind. Reserve your hostels ahead of time. Hostels are typically the greatest place to stay if you're traveling alone. They're affordable, conveniently located, and provide the ideal setting for meeting other travelers. If you're traveling alone for the first time, it's best to book your accommodations in advance to save some stress, at least for the first few nights. Although some hostels allow reservations to be made on arrival, this is not always the case. Go through other travelers' reviews to get a clear idea of what to expect. Consider booking a property with flexible cancellation rules if you're going to be away for a long time and want to allow yourself some flexibility. This way, you may change your plans if you meet new people and make travel companions who take you to unexpected destinations. Carefully pack. Packing light and thoughtfully is one of the best pieces of advice for first-time solo travelers. When you travel alone, you won't have a companion to keep an eye on your luggage the entire time. They must be carried with you and kept in a convenient location for usage in cabs, buses, trains, and airports. It's advisable to travel light and have a simple outlook. Choose a backpack that is light and comfortable to carry and pack basic items that you can mix and match. Though it may seem insignificant, packing minimally will ease your anxiety about lugging around excess baggage and make your first solo trip much more enjoyable. A local SIM card. For the first time, staying connected when traveling overseas alone is made simple by technology. To ensure you can use your phone while traveling, the majority of nations offer flexible SIM card alternatives that you may purchase as soon as you arrive, even before you leave the airport. With a SIM card, you can look up public transportation schedules, order Ubers and cabs when necessary, translate foreign language, obtain maps for easy navigation in unfamiliar cities, and arrange meet-ups with new acquaintances you make traveling. In addition to all of that, you can stay in contact with family members back home to let them know you're okay and where you are. As an alternative, keep in mind that using an eSIM is a possibility. Nowadays, the majority of cell phones are compatible with eSIM technology, so think about getting an eSIM that works where you're going. For instance, Jetpack eSIM will cover you in more than 100 global locations. The greatest travel SIM card for Americans and Europeans is Nomad. Allow your fear of traveling alone to not prevent you from going on the adventures you've always wanted. Sure, going on your first solo trip can force you to step outside of your comfort zone, but it doesn't have to be frightening. You already possess everything you need to customize your solo travel experience to your exact specifications. Be wise, make plans, follow your gut, and never forget that you're never really alone. Which destination are you going to visit? Let us know in the comment below and subscribe for more details. Thanks for watching.